Hello, and welcome to my garage.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
As you may have noticed, it's been a little bit of time between the second episode and the third episode, which is this one. And that's mostly been because I've just been really busy with work and life and other things and haven't actually had that much chance to create content at the Legacy. Lots of things have happened, so I thought maybe today could be like a recap episode of where we're at so far, what we've got coming next. So I think last we left was the steering rack boot, getting that off. And there's actually been a lot of things that have happened since then. So we'll start off in order of things that need done to the car. We have a secondhand set of Bilsteins, which we can apply to the car. For the WAF purposes only, the front left and front right are actually pretty good. The right rear is pretty good. The right left is the one that's busted a seal, and it's actually leaking. The whole thing was caked in this greeny, grimy, fucking black glunge, and it needs to go. So I got a set off Pablo, who is the guy who owns the GR Corolla, and he had a bunch of old H6 parts from a 4th gen wagon, I believe, and so I managed to get the Bilsteins off him in trading for some tires that I have knocking around, so bit of a swap meet, so we'll make that work. So the other thing that's happened is got the bonnet, so found a reminiscing, because this would have been hands down the most difficult fucking marketplace transaction of my entire life. But it was like, I would ask him something like, hey man, keen to see the bonnet, you gonna send me some pics? Nothing for like 2 days. Hey man, got pics of the bonnet? Seen. Hey man, pretty keen on that bonnet? Seen. Hey man, seen. Hey buddy, seen. And then, like, anyway, I feel like I was getting dicked around. I was like, I'm guaranteeing you I'm getting scammed here. And, like, it was only for a $100 bonnet in the end. But he'd see all the messages, but just not reply. And then we agreed on a day that I was going to go pick it up. And then I was like, sweet man, I'm going to come over. Let's do it. And then he's like, sorry, bro, I am out with my family. You will have to come tomorrow. Anyway, in the end, I negotiated down. I said, look, you've been just fucking kicking this down the road. It probably took over a week to negotiate from me being like, I'm keen and I have money. Anyway, so it's fine. But I got that for $70 compared to the one that's on there currently is way better. And that's just, I'd rather have a few scratches and maybe a little dent here and there than have like full clear coat missing. So I guess that leads me on to my next point, which is the running tally of how much this has cost me so far.
To see how much fucking money we waste now.
So we've started out with the base car, 1850, which was a pretty sweet deal. We then have a trip to the wreckers, which I will show in another video, the wee wrecker haul, which was $300. So the bonnet was $70. We have a new diff seal on the right hand side. I tell you, this was a weird, just like a Rain Man moment. I went into the Subaru store, or Subaru, whatever it is, store in Christchurch, and I was like, hey, I have a 2008 Legacy 3-litre, and the front diff seal is a little bit worn. And this guy, without breaking anything, he was like, which side, left or right? And I was like, it's the right side. He's like, that is part number 825363300. And I was like, excuse me? He's like, I'll be right back. And he went back out and he brought me the fucking thing. He's like, yes, if it was the left side, it would be 865239299 or whatever it is. I was like, do you just know all the part numbers? He's like, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at this. I was like, fuck, good for you, man. That's really impressive. And then we have the part souk order, which was all the boots and things like that, which we'll discuss later on in this video. Oil filter, $28. Diff oil, $36. Engine oil, I got about 3 of them, so that was $138 because they're on special. So the grand total as it sits currently, expenditure on the car, $2,660. And in theory, this is pretty much 90-ish% of the way done. Once these things are applied and this is all good, we'll need to get a wheel alignment, we'll need to get a WAF and a rego. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. So I think we can probably get this thing on the road for less than $3,000, which is unreal banana peel. Yeah, I didn't really have a budget starting out on this. I just was like, Legacy for less than $2,000. I'll give it a go. But I'm actually thinking the more I weigh up what I need for my main car with the Golf, I might actually end up keeping this Legacy for a bit longer and getting the Golf sold. So that could be another wee series coming up. So it might be that we, next on the chopping block, could be returning the Golf from stage 2 back to stock. Yeah, it's just a time thing at the moment. So anyway, enough waffling. Let's look at, first of all, the Partsuk order and go through what we've got. We've got a box from Partsuk. Oh yeah! Auto parts from around the world. Partsuk, you are my favorite girl. So we have, a Subaru Genuine Parte. We got a boot kit. This is a hangover from when I thought I needed a boot kit for the axle. So this is worthless. One thing you can do on a car to make it maybe run better sometimes is change the positive crankcase ventilation valve. Can you hear that? Oh yeah. On these cars, it's just a little like one-way valve type thing that lets gas out and stops anything else from coming in. One-way valve. And yeah, cheap to get for like $10 or something. We got a couple of washers, a couple of crash washers for the sump, the Earl sump. Very good. We have the boot kits. Hooray! The boot kits for the steering rack. We have a new sump plug because reasons. I don't really believe in new sump plugs or washers, but whatever. It was like $1. We have some tiny little baby O-rings for the power steering pump. And last but not least, we have a gasket for the oil cooler. So yeah, all of this stuff was $200, including shipping. That's the best part about these things, is if you need a bunch of random things, you take it up the arse on the shipping, but you save so much money compared to buying it locally. So one job that we could do to bulk out this video, this update video, is repairing the grillium. So this came with the aftermarket honeycomb grill-tacular, which is really cool. I do like it. But unfortunately, all of the rubbery, plasticky shit is coming off of the metal. So I think what we're going to do is pick all of the plastic off and then just spray paint the metal. I assume that's an okay idea. I assume it's going to work out because it's going to work out. I'm just going to fucking do it. It's entirely possible we're leading into a fat O from 2 here, but in the name of content, we'll just push on. Another thing I wanted to do was fix the under tray, and to do that, I employed the internet and one of those stupid fucking commercials you see where they're like, yes, fix plastics in 1 minute with the all-new Genghis 5000. Genghis Jangus plastic welding gun. So... I'll put up a video of what they're like now, but like this is the classic ADHD video clickbait. But yeah, this might actually be pretty good at what I'm trying to achieve, so I'll give it a whirl. But yeah, I'm not holding much hope. We have plastic welding gun with rep air of tin, brazing hot, cutting hot, flattening, I guess, by welding, nail breaking. Wow. All I'm really trying to do is just fix up this split here. And I mean, I don't need to. I could have just got another one of these trays. But yeah, I've always... I don't know. You see these dumb videos of crap online. You're like, I wonder if it actually works. There's also a very good chance this thing could electrocute and kill me just straight off the bat. But if it doesn't, we're going to get started and rep air some tin. This is actually working remarkably well. That's, unexpected. I possibly should have done a before shot of this because it's actually come out really fucking good. So that whole bit, as you can see before, was cracked. That's now quite stable. For the cost of $25, which is what this cost, shipped to my door, yeah, fucking not bad. Very impressed. And that cornery bit too. Look at that. Wow. Sorry today wasn't probably a full-on episode, but it's just been really hard to find the time to make it down to Alex to get this done. But yes, so things are moving along. We've pretty much got everything we need to get the car back on the road, so I just need probably a 4th and maybe a 5th episode to round out this whole build. So yeah, thank you for watching as per usual, and the next episode will be installing a ton of parts, just pretty much the reassembly of everything, which is pretty cool because we could be driving this thing probably mid-March. Pretty exciting. Anyway, thank you very much. Catch you on the next one. Bye.
The Airburn Classic, the greatest collection of hyper and mega super ultra cars in probably the South Island. We've just arrived. Has a nice wee interlude for you before we get back into fixing the Legacy. Let's go look at some cars. Blue Lumbergumber. Just heard some young crypto bro who's driving a fucking out the gate Porsche being like, talking to some other car owner being like, oh, I wish people would just talk to me about regular things, you know? I'm sick of people coming up to me and being like, you know, I just want to talk about your really nice car. Like, I want to talk about more than that. Yeah, bro, I'll weep for you. I will weep for you. I wish people would talk to me about my car.